Alright, everybody, what is up, guys? Welcome back to what I would call it a new series coming from me. So, this is the first chapter of a full length series of how to go about charting a song in EOF 1.8 RC 1 RC13 1.8 RC13. So, anyways, let's get started. So in today's song that I will be doing this brand new release, which I will show in a brief moment. Ta-da! So we have Gotcha, Baddest Eros by IVE. So there's a song that literally just came out a couple of hours ago that I really clicked with very, very quickly. And I think it's fairly straightforward, but at the same time has a little bit of tricks around the song. Now, first thing comes to mind when hearing this song is that it definitely has a very strong bass line, and it definitely has a very powerful bass heavy tone that would actually really suit being charted inside of Tap Tap Reloaded or Tap Tap Player, etc. So any of those apps, obviously we could chart it. So in this case, I will be doing it as a tutorial for Tap Tap Reloaded itself. So let's get it started. So firstly, I will open up my EOF 1.8 RC13. So here is the EOF. And bang, okay. Alright, so first steps is that we need to obviously load up the song into the software itself. So let's go to File, New. Okay, this is not the right place. So I have actually set up a project over here, which is called, where is it? Okay, charting tutorials. So this will be the first tutorial. I will do possibly future tutorials on other songs in the near future. But let's see, this is a fundamental start just to get all of you guys going. So this is the audio file. So we have to type in artist. So it's IVE. Next line we have Gotcha, Baddest, Eros. Let's check the title and artist. So here you go. So OGG settings, encoder quality, you set it at 320 kbps. As per always, highest quality of the audio. See, so just take a moment. And voila! Alright, here we go. So when you're charting the original song itself, we normally start it from expert level. Normally we start it as the expert level before we start nerfing the entire song itself. So next thing you'll be wondering is that how does this song even look like? So in order to be able to find out how it actually looks like, you could just click Song, Waveform Graph, and click on Show. So it'll load out a waveform graph that looks exactly like this. So now, how do we find out the BPM of this song? So nowadays, there's a lot of useful tools on the internet that can help you figure out the BPM of a song. So whereas I use Song BPM, and as you can see, XOXZ, one of their top hits right now from IVE, has a BPM of 98. But that's not the song that we're working on. So in this case, we are doing Gotcha. So let's see the BPM of the song. 178 BPM, very heavy. So very heavy BPM. Alright, so now to get things really properly started here. So first step is that on the first line over here, as you can see from my cursor, is to drag this to the start. Over here, somewhere around here. Just to align it as the starting point of the chart itself, where you start to build up the tempo map of the track. So the next step after that is that since we already know that Gotcha is already 178 BPM, we click into Beat, BPM, then BPM change. So now this would, you just leave it as it is, adjust notes. So we put it to 178, press OK, and voila, here we go. Okay, so on the initial sighting, now it doesn't really look too perfectly in sync with the beat. So we're just gonna fine tune and adjust it until it hits the line perfectly, somewhere right about there, which will be really ideal for the chart. So before we actually get started into analyzing the song itself, let's just go back into our fundamentals and take a look at some of the preferences that we need to set before we actually do all of our charts. So let me just counter check with my friend's settings. So just to take note, enable logging, note auto adjust, make note tails clickable, minimum note distance. Now this one actually it can be set as 1 ms, so it can be set to 1, so that actually doesn't really matter too much. New notes are made of 1 ms long. Alright? So next we have click to change dialog focus, drum modifiers affect all diffs, and prefer MIDI friendly grid steps. So your input method is piano roll, color set. We set it as per default, which is the Guitar Hero coding. Then for these settings, rewind when playback is at the end, EOF leaving focus, stops playback, offer to auto complete fingering, auto adjust sections FHPs, and auto adjust tech notes. So these are your fundamental settings for EOF that you need to set before you start charting. Alright, so that being done, so now this is the next step of how we approach a chart. So now that we have everything all aligned up, so we can go ahead and proceed to have a full listen of the song. But first, we need to do a quick metronome test, just to make sure that the beats all sound in sync together with the grid itself. Oops. Alright, there you go. So press the letter M. So down below inside the description, I will put up a link to a document to help you guys on all of the manual controls of how to use EOF, the keyboard tricks, etc. So I will write down a list down below in the description box below. So don't forget to use it if you are just getting started with EOF. Alright, so let's play it with the metronome now this time. So this is Gotcha by IVE. Let's go. So you can hear the metronome here, it's already clicking together with the beat. So basically the song is bass heavy. Yep, so it's very much sync, very clean flow, as you can hear from the metronome with the song. So over here is the pre-chorus of this song. Very vocal and bass heavy. Quick beat and transition into the next verse. So this part again very heavy with the bass line as well. Then you have the refrain here. It's probably the refrain. Pre-chorus. One, two, three, four, switch. And this heavy little verse, very build-up heavy type verse, quite unique. And the bridge here will slow down. One, two, three, four. And there you have it. That is the entire of this song. So very, very interesting, very bold concept that IVE came up with for this song. So let's go ahead and do the next step, which is to set up all of the requisite sections of this entire beat map. So over here, I have the lyrics breakdown already available. So obviously, this is the introduction, which is verse 1. So you go ahead and click on the node over here, the little time signature here, and go to events, play section, and write verse 1. So for me, I'm a big fan of IVE myself, so I'll write the names included as well. So there. So this is your first section in your first verse for the song itself. Alright, and before we go on to writing the rest of the sections, one key important thing to do is that at the very start of every single chart, you must include your time signature. So in most general K-pop songs, you have a time signature of 4/4. Whereas where you come to metalcore, post-hardcore, and sometimes deathcore, some of these other genres over here, they have oddball time signatures whereby it could vary. For example, 5/4, 3/4, 7, 8, 9, 16s, etc. So this all can be set up in the time signatures section over here. So I will click it. So there I have it. So you will see a white bar at every single section to demonstrate that this is the time signature. So I'll just play it back real quick just for you guys to see it. So we're just checking through whether the time signature fits perfectly. So this is a little different. So what you want to do over here is that since the time signature is a little bit offbeat, it's like a little bit half a 2/4. So what I'm going to do here is that I will Ctrl Z, I'll remove that time signature, set it as a 2/4 for this entire section. Set it as a 2/4. Let's see, let me just analyze it real quick. So this should be the one that has that section. Then here, I believe here is the one where it goes to 4/4. Then yeah, I believe that's the one. Alright, let me check. Oh, it's a little... Oh, okay, so it's not here. It will be here instead. My apologies. There you go. So there's the lyric. Then here's the refrain. Yeah, so from there, when you know that the time signature is fixed already, that's when you can input your next section. Alright, so refrain 1. Isolis. Right. So just to check everything is going smoothly. Okay, so this part is Kao's part. So pre-chorus 1, Kao. Then here, the straight banging part, you straight away put it. Chorus 1, Jang, Won, Yang, and Yu, Ji. That'd be too fast. Alright, here we go. Alright, so that's the end of the first chorus. So now we proceed to verse 2, which is Liz and Ray. And then this is the refrain. So this is the next refrain. So this time it's refrain 2. Iso Jang 1 Young. Okay. And next is pre-chorus 2. So here's pre-chorus number 2 from Kao. Oh, forgot to change it back. Oh. Then chorus number 2 goes back in heavy once again. This Eugene starting this one this time. Then this part is the very tricky part. I believe this part will be the hardest part to actually chart it. So this is Kao and Ray, the 2 key rappers of the group actually, just as an FYI. Okay, so this is the bridge from Eugene. This is the outro chorus. Alright, so outro chorus. Iso Lis Ka O. Oh, this is a little long. I think it's okay. Alright, and there you have it. That is your first beat map completed. So basically, this is your way of setting up the entire chart itself for you to be ready to write notes on it. So this song basically, it's majority is very bass and vocal heavy. So I think we could see in the upcoming videos ahead, as I go ahead to progress charting step by step, we will start to see the kind of patterns that I will introduce and where are my focuses towards charting this particular song. So there you have it, guys. So this is just a brief introduction and how to start off charting your first beat map for TTP or TTREL. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. So next video, we will be starting to work on the track itself. So we'll be doing multiple videos of working through section by section of this chart. So I'll see you guys in the next one.